after one.
The score, Ravens 17, Seahawks nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the option, a handoff to Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll start with the option. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Now Dobbins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Now it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as the Ravens push further out in front. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but
you don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Step, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit, because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play.
That's another Seahawks.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
27.
A pass underneath for Carson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Chris Carson.
Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And 10.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
For DK Metcalf, incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Covered by Jamal Adams.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The final shot before break. Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 3rd down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood